change me up real quick. No, I don't need it. Will you grab this? Yeah, or something. Check it out. Viral Reactions official, man. What's going on? It's Just Manny 918, y'all.
What's up? What's up? What's up, man? I'm here with Barry.
What's going on? I'm excited to be here, man. Of course, this is a few hit and miss things. My microphone wouldn't work here or there, but that's okay. Guess what? Things that do work, for instance, is your music. And speaking of working, you've been working, not only producing,
Yeah.
but now you got something new coming out. It just came out on Facebook, actually.
Yeah, man. Well, first of all, man, I received my first award from the city of Muskogee.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, man. It's the Lee Award, and it's for producing and just being a part of the community. And I'd say like that's like one of the big things that happened to me this year that like I'm really super proud of because I mean whenever like I'd like to think I'm doing good, but when my city validates it,
yeah, not just a couple people, the whole city. That's what's up.
You know, like that definitely means a lot. So like with that being said, like that happened. I'm super proud of it. And then like it's the top of the year, so like it's a rat race. Everybody want to drop music to kind of be the most, and I don't really vibe like that, but like I don't know, man. I just create music out of emotions, and like shit that I'm going through, like, and I just fucking drop it.
It just kind of flows when the time's right.
Yeah, facts.
Because I mean, if you put yourself on a deadline, all right, I got to put a new song out every Friday. But, well, guess what? Then you're not putting out real. I mean, it's real and authentic, but it's not. It's rushed and thrown together, possibly.
Facts. And like obviously you want to have like. As a content creator, you want to put out as much as you can, but at the same time, like, I don't write any of my music, like it's all off the head, or, like I'm not too musically inclined, like all the music I create is like from that moment, and like sometimes, like that can take a day, or sometimes that can take, like 3 months or something like that, like I have songs that I started that still aren't finished, and then I have songs that, I started last week that are, already out,
Hey, sure. That's what's up. So that's cool. That's one of the things I was going to ask you about. I know you got all sorts of new stuff coming out, but that's a way to start off your year. Like, whew. That wasn't a New Year's resolution, but bam.
Right.
Off the bucket list all the way around.
Yeah, man. It's pretty amazing. And the song is called No Ways. And I dropped it on my Facebook. So be sure to check it out on Manny Smith. And then on YouTube, tomorrow it's Just Manny 918. And then everywhere else after that, So I'm super proud of it, man. It's like an awesome chill song. It's a vibe song, and I feel like it's something that a lot of people can fuck with. I feel like a lot of people have different stuff to offer, and like for me, it's just vibes,
That's what's up, yeah. And that's one of the things I was gonna say is besides just music, for the people that don't know, like you work a full-time job or you did.
Yeah, dude.
And do still
for almost 10 years.
No, I'm just playing. I'm just saying you're gonna be famous. And I was listening to the radio the other day, and it was K Jams, and I was like, one song went off, and another one come on. They were rapping, and every other word they was bleeping something out, or it just didn't make sense. And I'm like, how are my friends not famous yet? Like, who's running these radio stations?
Like I would like to ask that question too, but like the truth is, Barry, like there's a lot of people aren't going to accept me because I'm not your normal artist. I'm not in people's face all the time, Barry.
Yeah.
Like like I don't have dreads or like the bling like most rappers, or like I'm not brash like some rappers, like in your face and stuff like that. Like I'm just Manny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but like because I'm not clicked up and stuff like that, people hate. But like the one thing about like my coach always told you is like it doesn't matter like what small of a town you come from, like they're always gonna find real talent. And I think for me, like so some people don't have to work as hard, and some people have to work fucking double, triple overtime, like just to get noticed.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's me, bro. It's been a long road, it's been a long road and a lot of time and money spent like to get to where I am right now.
Yeah.
So, but I'm cool. I'm cool with the journey, bro. And if it happens, it happens.
And then one of the things that just like I think it's a good year to start off. Like I said, when you just said you got that award and more, you got new music, and you speaking about brash and kind of in your face rappers. Speaking of one of those, you said you had some music coming out with our boy Cody Lane.
Yeah.
That that right there is gonna be some fire for real.
Yeah, like, well, I mean, me and Cody, the last song before this song, we collabed, and I feel like it did pretty great.
Yeah.
Like, that song was called Rain.
Mm-hmm.
That's available on YouTube right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just 9918-Rain. And it's streaming.
Yeah.
It's streaming, like that song made my EP. I have to talk about that too, damn. Yeah, man. So me and Cody previously got some songs in, like on his shit and my shit, and like we just kind of think it's high time we kind of put our heads together and like come up with a project, So, if bro wants to do a project, I'm riding with them, Facts.
I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, man. And I got another project with Groove. He's kind of like a street rapper here, like he's like like he's kind of been solidified. Like to me, he's somebody that I kind of look up to, So like I have something with him, and it's supposedly going to be his last project, and we're already working on stuff like with that. So like we have new music that's turning out with him. So like this year is going to be
busy year. You got a lot of stuff going on the pipeline.
And like that's not including like me working with other people projects. Cody got his individual stuff. Netta Porter, I mean, really the list goes on. Like pretty much any music that's coming out of Muskogee, like I'm proud to have a hand in. Blessed to.
That's what's up. Joseph Brewer said hi, and then Aaron Epper said, "Hey Manny." Cheney Little Hightower said, "Hey y'all."
I love y'all, man. I love y'all. What's up, Joseph?
Let's see. And then we got Linda Stricklemeyer. What's up, Miss Linda? Melissa Foster, Blake Gold, Aaron Epper. Woo woo. Sorry, I'm slow on reading the comments, man. Two screens going in that, and they're tiny, so I was gonna get to them as we could.
Yeah, like if y'all have any questions in the comments, feel free to shoot it. And if you don't mind, man, can I talk about the EP?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So usually, I don't know if you noticed, but like I'm the type of artist that what's that stream? Stream.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's about to stream?
Right. Yeah. Right.
That works. Okay.
Yeah. Usually, I guess we'll find out what that is, right?
That's flower right there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Usually, I drop all my music in singles, Barry, but like. This one is special because I put together a collection of music, and I feel like people don't consume music anymore. Like there was a time where you and I would go to Sam Goodies or something and buy a CD and play that shit front to back. Well, like I feel like people don't consume music like that. So like that's why I usually release music. Like one song at a time. But this one, I put together like 5 or 6 songs, and like. A lot of people, there are people, that still do consume music that way that, ask for it. And I just wanted to put something together, man, a vibe from front to back, but not just throwing some songs together, like I made sure that it was, like a story to tell, like it's going to be worth listening to.
Yeah. See, I get what you're saying. It seems like a lot of people now, and I'm guilty of it myself, unless, like I said, a lot of people don't release a whole EP at a time. Yeah. And for those people who don't know, I don't know the correct terminology for what EP is, besides a something playlist, I would assume. It's a collective group of songs, like pretty much it's your electronic CD, essentially. But I remember, like you're saying, I'm guilty of it. Mine's kind of like on a shuffle mode. I don't go down the list unless I'm just jamming out to a certain artist, unless I'm feeling it just that day. So I see what you're saying. But this one's kind of got like a storyline to it, kind of like you said.
Yeah, I mean, like it's...
Each one has its own little
vibe.
Message to it.
Vibe, like you start on one spectrum and then, like you start at the end, like it starts off, bragging and then, like it ends off on, like I guess you would call it a love song.
Yeah.
Like you experience, like all the emotions in it, like it's really a vibe from like front to back.
And that's how it's meant to be listened to, basically.
Facts. Facts, like my music is just like myself, like it's better with weed.
Yeah, I feel that. So you smoke to it and you jam, and that's a lot of stuff. Is I look for stuff to listen to sometimes on YouTube and different stuff out here, like Stoner Playlist 2023, and some of the stuff that comes
Facts.
up, and I'm like, you just ruined my whole hype. The heck, we had two good songs and then some just Taylor Swift cry on my guitar or some stuff. Like what? They did that on purpose. So I
Facts,
see
man.
what your point is. So that's really cool. So if you're looking for a good EP, or just pretty much if you was gonna go out and listen to a new stoner playlist, or just music to vibe to,
Facts.
mood music, whether it be like in your, like you said, not really in your face, but braggadocious a little bit, to humble, to freaking, you name it, he's got one coming out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like obviously if you listen to my music before, that's not always me, but I feel like I'm kind of coming into myself, like this year, like I kind of getting everything that I work for.
Yeah.
And, like I'm just kind of saying it out loud. I'm usually not a cocky person, but this year I'm going to stand on that shit,
Yeah. Well, sometimes you have to stand out there and let it be heard, so everybody's like, "Oh man,
Facts.
that's why. That's
Yeah.
why he's just man. Okay, we gonna let him go back to just being chill and relax.
Facts.
Leave him alone. And not to mention, you don't want the like. I mean, I don't know if you would say it. I'm gonna say it, probably the most top rated. You said the city just gave you award for it, producer in Muskogee. Like you're definitely a pillar of the music community here, whether you want to be or not. We've
That's a lot
discovered
to
and
say.
through different stuff. Well, I mean, from listening to different people off camera talk to you about music that I'm not gonna put out there, but like this ain't gonna happen unless you do this, or sometimes we need to see what you're doing so the rest of it can vibe.
Right.
Like, and that to me, whenever I heard that, I was kind of confused, but that's cool. But it's like I understand being an OG of something, but like y'all are all your own people. Do you? I see what your message is to everybody.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to do. I'm just doing it when I want. I don't
Yeah.
care if everybody wants one this week and next week. Each week. It ain't happening until
Bro,
the mood is right.
it's purely self-expression. Like whenever I came out with Rain, like I was really talking about my relationship.
Yeah.
Like that shit was really in a hard place. Or like whenever I'm talking about no ways, like I'm really going through a lot in my life. And like I'm trying to figure out how to guide this shit. Like I'm coming into a new space in my life. To where like I can afford things that I wasn't able to afford before. Do stuff for my family, or like I'm elevating to a certain level, and I'm just realizing how to go through that in life. Like whether that's adding people to your life, losing people, or stuff that I do to my life. Like it's a big change. So like
Yeah.
that's what No Ways is about. So like all those songs like really do mean something.
Yeah.
Like I may not be the most vocal person, or text somebody and ask how you doing, but if you really want to know how I'm fucking doing, like just take a listen.
Listen to my last song.
Yeah,
I feel
facts.
that.
Facts.
Well, see, we did an interview with Wes Nelson. We did part of it live, and the other part I'm almost finished editing now. We're gonna put out, and the part I did put out though, the little teaser, if you will, was him talking about for musicians and artists, regardless, all of them are usually the same type of people that they have trouble expressing their feelings. Like they're not just forthcoming. I'm not one of those people that's just gonna just come out. If we're just having a conversation, hey bro, I really feel like just ending it. Like they're not one of those people. Like so, some stuff you have to release your emotions and stuff through your songs. That way you can just let all that energy go and go back to being you.
Yeah.
And that's just a release for people. That's how most artists that are good, get that vibe and the feel to it.
Yeah, nah, bro, you hit the nail right on the head. I mean, like I don't think I could have said it any better. Like you'll get a lot out of me, but the most is through my music.
Heck yeah. Man, so we got the collab going on. There's all sorts of things coming up in Muskogee. Obviously, we got the comedy show coming up. What up, Sabrina Chandler? What's going on?
Can we talk about the backpack thing? Like we have to talk
about
the
backpack thing.
Okay.
Oh, hey. I was like, you got a backpack? Oh, I'm like, oh man. Okay.
We have to talk about the Green Street backpack game.
You mean the Just Man Out with 8 words?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
how'd that go?
That went amazing, and that launched me into like coming out with merchandise. So, you know, like I am going to be coming out with shirts and stuff like that. So, like, be on the lookout. I am going to have stuff like that to sell.
Heck yeah.
That's totally amazing. But that backpack was not a mini backpack. It was, I don't know what the fuck it was, but the guy on the backpack looked just like me.
Man, I was told that they said that's Notorious B.I.G. And when I first heard that, that couldn't have been. But that's what I was told. But then my second thought was that it was like Rick Ross because he has a beard.
That's
clearly.
what I thought because Notorious B.I.G. didn't have a beard.
And then it looked like he had a blunt or a cigar or something. So I was confused. It looked like you though when you walked in that day. I was like, if we throw some glasses on you and a big old. So that I like that.
You know, like
if that's design, it's not copied. I would.
Facts.
I need that.
You know, so like that backpack was not mine. Although you can still buy those here at Green Street.
Yes.
And definitely, I would advise you to. You know, for any of your needs, come to Green Street. But yeah, man, the backpack was not me. Hella awesome note. It's cool. Here. You can still buy it for $30. Mm-hmm. And I am going to be releasing some shirts and stuff like that. And you know what? It'd be awesome if I could sell it at Green Street.
Heck yeah, that'd be cool as hell.
Mike, if you're listening, I want to make some shirts and sell them at Green Street.
Or if you see this later, tell him, yo.
I love you. Thank you.
He's like, yeah, check it out. So, is there anything just crazy coming up you want to do this year?
Like, yeah, man. Me and Cody are packing up the studio. Mm-hmm. We're throwing it in the car. We're getting a videographer. Mm-hmm. And we're driving to Destin, Florida. Mm-hmm. And we're going to set up the studio at an Airbnb. And we're going to bang out music. You know, we're going to the ocean. And we're just going to bang out a bunch of music and come back to Muskogee and drop it. Maybe even shoot some music videos out there. You know, like outside of that.
Man, y'all need to get like a Tahoe. I'm gonna climb in the back when y'all ain't looking. Just say toes in the sand. Mm-hmm.
Facts. We're leaving at the end of at the end of February. So I'm good. So I'm gonna get back from Seattle. Then we're gonna have the Green Street Comedy Show, and then you know like we're gonna roll out to Florida. So you know like that's gonna be crazy. But as far as you know things that I have planned there, you know like I want to try to do some shows. You know like I feel like. I've created enough buzz around here locally to like do that show finally. Yeah. You know, and then outside of that, I would just like to travel. I'm in a new season of my life, man, and I really want to enjoy it, bro. Yes. I've had a bunch of shitty years, bro, and I built something from the ground up, and
now it's time to relax a little bit. That's what's up, and that's what a lot of people. I mean. Tabitha Holt said, she said, hi, just left Green Street. Dave William Preston from Oil
She didn't come say hi?
is here.
What's up, man?
Back here, I don't think. Sabrina Chandler is here. She said, hey to y'all, by the way.
Tabitha, love y'all, man. I love all y'all.
For real.
Check
man,
me out.
Shout out to Green Street for making this possible, man. I really appreciate them. Also, before we go, we said that there's something I gotta ask. Well, there's two things. I forgot about one. Money the hard way. Do you know what that is? Obviously not. That can apply a lot of things. Let me rephrase. The bull riding that you're seeing behind you, that came last year.
Okay.
Yeah. So check it out. Green Street sponsored it last year, and they sponsored it this year. They're over there right now. It's the BRI finals right now. Today and tomorrow. I'm gonna go check it out tomorrow with my son. Thanks to Green Street. Shout out to them for making it possible, man.
Shout out.
Real quickly, I wanted to talk about one. Your boy, Monday Live, is going to be in the comedy show, and for people that's watching on the Life on Green Street page, that's more geared towards y'all. Muskogee's own, just like Manny right here. Boy is going to be here, right here, kicking butt and taking names. I can't wait. I want to see that for sure. You're going to be here for the comedy show, right?
I'm definitely going to be here. I'm going to be fresh off the plane. I'm getting off of the plane. I'm driving straight here.
Oh,
I'm
man.
Be here for the comedy show. I'm looking forward to like all the comics, but I'm definitely most looking forward to Monday Live. But yeah, man, it's going to be an amazing night.
We was talking about it earlier. He's just a funny guy in general. Like if you talk to him for a couple minutes, it seems like he tries to slide a joke in there, here and there.
Facts.
Anyway, just to kind of keep the mood light and moving. And I mean, there's not a whole lot of people that are like that. I'm sure whenever he's not having a good day, I'm sure he looks like he could be a military drill sergeant. Like Just the attitude, like he don't say nothing, just look at you and he's like, man, quit yelling, man. But he's always happy, so that's the good thing. He's there, and then I got to say we got Hippie Steve. He was supposed to be on the video here with us right now, guys. He's actually going through some things. He's having a cold, and he's like got this throat thing. I don't know if it's bronchitis or what, but he said his voice is all scratchy and sore. And considering how he's now making one of his hobbies into a living, doing comedy, stand-up, not just here and there at dispensaries and bars on big-ass stages. I've seen him on doing things. He's moving up quick. So
I definitely look forward to meeting him the most, yeah.
I don't know how to describe it other than what you see on stage is not an act. The stories you hear are set up for you to hear, but they're most of them are true because I've been listening, doing research. They're mostly true, and he's that way on and off the stage. Like it's just his personality is just on the whole time. Like some people have to turn it on and off. Like nope, that's full time.
Yeah, just be on stage.
He's
and
authentic.
Be complete. Like there's artists like that are some way like on the record and sound completely different in person.
Yep. I could imagine that for sure. All right, well, the last but not least, the bull riding, Money the Hard Way. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Was it's where are you gonna go to the bull riding in Muskogee, or are you gonna have to miss that one this time? Because I know you got stuff to do as soon as you leave here. Anyway.
Yeah, facts. I'm cluttered with studio sessions until 3:00 in the morning.
See, that's like a curse but a blessing in disguise because you get to help a bunch of people, you get to do what you like, and it's gonna make it to where you can go get to do awesome things and follow your dream.
Yeah, like a lot of the friends that are mad because I didn't go out, like with them partying, like I was working, are the same friends that are, upset whenever I get on the plane to like go somewhere. So, like it's all part of the life, it's all part of the hustle, and it's what I do for my family. So
my deal is, I see your point. You can go about it two ways. You can enjoy it whenever you're having in that moment, or you can just pass that moment to build up to a big ass instead of a moment, have an hour. I don't want to be popping for 15 minutes and around here. I want to be popping for everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
stay down till you come up.
I feel that. That right there is some good advice. A lot of people, whenever you get a little bit of success, you just stop pushing as hard. You get comfortable. I know I'm guilty of that myself. That's why the podcast looks like it does still, instead of having all the stuff it should have. I'm about to step it up now. That's what I've been trying to do. But like, you get comfortable and you get complacent. Next thing you know, you're not going nowhere. Things ain't happening. Then you get mad at different stuff and you're like, oh, it's because of this or that. But when really, if you just keep your feet moving towards where you want to go, you're gonna get there a hell of a lot quicker than you just get comfortable and just chill.
Just chill there. I've dealt with a lot of adversity, but complacency isn't something that I've always buried. I've always had the need to want to be the best me possible.
Yeah.
I've always felt that, whether it was at work or music in the studio or I always want to be there. And it's not competition. I just want to see what my life would be like with the best version of my fucking self. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that completely. Tabitha said they're going to the bull riding tomorrow. Well, Money the Hard Way is if you get in this little circle.
Oh, yeah.
And the bull runs at you. Yeah. I know. I squirrel. I get distracted. But yeah, so you sit in this little circle, and they give you $100. That's the kicker that sucks. I don't know where the audacity of that bull riding is thinking, but it's $100 if you sit in there and you're the last person sitting in your chair. Downside, you still usually get hit even when you're the last one in the chair.
That's all you win is $100?
That's what it was last year, I believe. $100.
I thought it was $1,000.
No.
Okay.
I know.
I don't know if I'd get hit by a bull for $100, but I would pay $5 to see somebody get hit.
He said, but I would throw in $5 for somebody. I can guarantee you're gonna walk away with $5. He said, listen, I got 5 on it. The Looney song is universal, people. You have no idea. All right, man. I'm a terrible host. I've been doing bad at reading the comments. I'm sorry, Aaron and everybody. But listen, Aaron said that's not enough. He ain't getting hit by no bull for $100.
Yeah, not for $100.
No, for 5, I'd get out there and risk it. If I'm getting a guaranteed 5, I will be in the last 2 people sitting down. You had my word. No, but the last person sitting there and get hit, I don't know, man. I've been hit by bulls. I grew up on a ranch. It's not fun.
Shit.
So, And if you notice that the bull in Money the Hard Way, y'all, is completely. There's a picture of Mr. Mike Jagello and Baby Journey and his wife Diana, whoop whoop, at the bull riding last year.
Mike, man, you know, like Mike is so dope. I feel like Mike don't really get. First of all, I didn't know like that's how you pronounce his last name.
Yeah, I didn't either. I've said it wrong for like 6 months before he finally stopped, and he was like Jugello. I was like, oh, okay.
I love it. No, but what I was about to say is like Mike deserves a plaque. Like I would love to do something. I'm actually talking Cody would do something with Mike because a lot of the stuff that you guys see, I'm not saying like it wouldn't be possible, but definitely, you know, like Mike is a factor in like making it easier and like making it more fluid so it could be in your face more, you know, and like that's why we proudly wear that Green Street logo. You know, like there's always going to be a loyalty to Mike, you know, because he showed love, you know. So like, yeah, every time you see the music, you know, like send a shout out to Green Street and Mike, you know, because they're a big part of that music getting to you, you know, especially the way it does, the quality, the crispness, you know, like everybody wants that shit to be A1, and you know, it's because of, you know, like Green Street that you get that more often. So shout out to Mike, and you know, like, and in turn, you know, like the stuff that we do feed the city, you know, like we had that conversation before, like every time we drop, it kind of feels like everybody else does, you know, like, so in a sense, you know, like he's feeding the whole city, you know, like on the music side. So, you know, and a lot of people, you know, like don't realize that. But yeah, bro, like if you're seeing this, big shout out to you. I'm definitely appreciative, you know.
Man, and a lot of people don't know because I mean, and I still can't say much, but besides like the toy drive and stuff. I mean, there is no telling. The freaking he helps the homeless people all the time, man, and feed people all the time, and does all sorts of cool stuff. Like sponsors events that he has no reason to. I just seen that the unless there's sponsors missing, and if there is, then I'll stand corrected. On that deal, there's like 18 dispensaries in Muskogee, right?
Yeah.
You know how many of them sponsored the bull riding coming to the event center?
What?
Green Street. Out of all the businesses that sponsored it, there was only one that I seen on the flyer that had the sponsors. Period. You know, now there might have been more smaller sponsors out there in general, but like every time, it don't matter what it is, from wrestling to this, that, and the other. Green Street's always trying to give the patients in Muskogee something to do.
So like, but like I don't understand the hate. You know, like all these other dispensaries are like, you know, love to hate on Green Street or like say something, but like you always see the name. You know, like if you're on your phone and you're watching local hip hop, you see the name. Or if you go to like an event, like you see the name. Like
everything.
People are jealous of like why everybody fuck Green Street. Well, it's because like Green Street fucking with everybody else.
Yeah.
So like maybe if you're another, you know, dispensary watching, you know,
just step it up a little bit. Because I heard a thing. It was Mike Tyson that said it on TikTok, so I'm sure he said it from somewhere else. But he said, "You will never have a hater that is doing better than you."
Oh God, yeah.
Because if they were doing better than you, they wouldn't have time to hate on you.
Facts.
And I was like, that makes sense, because
that is so true.
Because people that are actually successful and all that, like,
ain't nobody
they don't have
better
time
than
to
me worried about me. Yeah.
I don't know what you got going on. Successful people worried about them.
Yeah.
So, I just want to say shout out to Green Street, and then a lot of people don't know it. A bunch of the bud tenders, some of y'all, straight facts. And now this is my opinion only.
Can I add one more thing?
Yep.
Since we're talking about bud tenders, and I see Wes over there, you know, like shout out to Wes, you know, because we recently did, you know, like the little push for the blanket drive and the coat drive.
Yeah.
And I felt like we did a lot to help. So anybody that donated blankets or anything that I requested in that video and dropped it off to Green Street or dropped it off to me, man, I appreciate that. So shout out to Wes for that too.
Yeah, I'm going to get him on the podcast next week, I'm hoping to. So that way we can talk about that. And he's got a couple things I want to talk about with him about education and grow tips and different stuff.
Oh, but, yeah, because
there's so many people out there spreading misinformation, like, that don't know what they're doing. And I barely, like, I would say I'm like 50-50 on knowing what I'm doing. And I know half these people talking on Facebook Live and stuff are full of crap. I'm like, so we're going to get somebody I know from, I've seen him grow with my own eyes for years. Different places commercially, and then at his house, and then he grows like baby trees at his house that are like 10, 12 foot tall. I just want to grow enough
to be like, to a certain extent, you know, because I like different flavors, Barry, but like I just want to grow enough to where I could just just grow my own pound for the year. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, like in Washington, when you go to Seattle, if you go up there to one of their dispensaries because it's recreational up
Yeah.
there, when you go in there and you talk to some of the people, most of the people that you talk to are patients. If you ask them, hey, do you grow your own? Almost most of them will be like, yeah. Dispensaries up there for in between harvest or just to go get something that you didn't grow.
Yeah.
That's why I like it.
Facts.
But shout out to all of them. I was gonna say about the bud tenders. A lot of them have to put up in the doorman stand, and well, I would say shout out to Michael Caine, but I don't know.
Love you, Stan.
Yeah,
Love you, Mike.
Stan, Mike Zagallo, MC. It's getting cold outside. We're gonna get you some arthritis treatment. It's okay, but they have to put up with a lot
Love
of
you,
crap.
MC.
He knows I love him. They have to put up with a lot of crap sometimes. Like for instance, man, shout out to them for having to put up with people that don't read signs that say please don't be on your phone while inside the dispensary. It's for your benefit and other people's, like for real. And then sometimes just doing their job, they get some shit about it whenever all they're doing is doing their job. They don't make the
Facts.
rules, they enforce them.
Facts.
And by the way, being mean to the bud tender or having an attitude with them about something isn't gonna help you at all ever. If y'all didn't know, it's like talking crap to the guy that's about to make your food where you can't see it. It's just, it don't help you. They're not gonna do anything. I'm just saying, like, it just don't put yourself in a good spot. I always wanted my bud tenders to like me, because on the off chance if you don't get the hook up, they will tell you what's good and what's better.
Exactly.
So just remember that. Shout out to them for all the crap they put up with too. I'm gonna get out of here. We're already way past your time limit. Love, peace, and chicken grease, y'all. Tabitha said my phone's froze up. Oh no! And then Angie Ellis is here. Hi, Angie. Thank you for jumping in. We can't wait to see you February 10th for Tokes and Jokes. And there's tons of other stuff coming. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Bam.